there, Netflix. It's good to see you. Heard you're still casting. If you're in need of a Bartolomeo, I have no acting experience. But I do have over 1,500 pieces of evidence that if there's any role that I was born to play, might just be that one. If you need someone to fanboy over the goat with the coat, over the straw hats, I'm your man. I'm your man! Alright? And I'm here today to tell y'all that this live action cast looks fantastic. When I initially saw it, my mind was actually kind of blown because I didn't know what I was expecting, but the fact that the casting actually looks this great has me really excited. And what had me even more excited is seeing certain interactions online that I would see in between the cast. So, without further ado, let's introduce our main cast here for the East Blue 5. Here we go. You already know we gotta do it in Recon fashion. Shambles! Inaki Godoy, starring as our goat with the coat. Shambles! Makenyu, starring as the world's strongest swordsman. And by the way, this individual was in the Rurouni Kenshin movies. The swordplay is filthy! It's filthy! Shambles! Our beloved cat burglar. Out of all of the individuals that we had that were leaked for a couple of years, Emily Rudd was the one that I think all of us were pretty much seeing already as our Nami. So to see that confirmed, the perfect casting. Whenever I saw her Instagram live for addressing Frankie and just the overall excitement that she has for this, I'm super stoked to see what she can bring to the table as our Nami. So, Shambles, Jacob Romero Gibson as our brave warrior of the sea. And finally, Shambles Taz Skylar as our Mr. Prince, El Príncipe Sanji. That is our East Blue 5, and if I may dare say so, I think it looks great. I think it looks great. Of course, we have seen nothing. We haven't seen a setting, a trailer, any of the other characters, which I can't wait to see who's going to play individuals like Buggy, Arlong. Like, I wonder what Arlong is going to look like here in the live action. And then whenever we see Dragon, dude, who's going to play Dragon? You know what I mean? Smoker's going to be a very interesting casting. But for like long term, I mean, all of them are going to be long term if it goes past this first season, which I'm going to assume is going to end at Logtown, with all of them, declaring their dreams on the barrel as they go up the reverse mountain. I'm sure that's probably where this is going to end. And then if it's successful, we'll see Alabasta's season 2, season 3 will be Skypiea, season 4, Water 7 and his lobby and what have you. So I'm very interested on seeing these casts. Like, especially Buggy, because I feel like once we see Buggy, we're going to get a good understanding as to where it is that they're going with this. Buggy, Alvida, once we see these characters, we'll have a pretty good idea of how the rest of them are going to look like, just based on the way they look like. Because if they look more realistic, rather than, extremely cartoony or representing Oda's style, I want to see how they're handled, and I want to see the Sea King from the Shanks flashback just to get a good gauge on how Laboon would look like, for example, right? I want to see how certain character, Roger, Roger, and hey, besides Bartolomeo, there's one other character I can play in this thing, man. That's the dude, the legend who started it all, you know. Rosa! Where'd you hide the treasure, man? Where's the One Piece at? Come on, man. I can play that. I can yell at Roger all day. Are you kidding me? That's what I do. I do that for a living. I do that for a career. Come on, man. Listen. Hey, your boy's auditioning for 2 roles here, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're trying. Hey, we gotta grind, man. You gotta grind. You gotta put your word out there. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But regardless. So those casts I'm definitely looking forward to because, like I said, we can gauge how some other characters could look like based on the casting for characters like Buggy, like Alvida. We see what the Sea King looks like, you know, and it's CG and whatnot. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing how all of that is handled. Man, whoever plays Shanks has got to look beastly, though, bro. Got to look fire. I mean, we play around with this all the time on the channel, but if there's one casting that needs to happen, Kaido needs to be Brock Lesnar. I mean, are you kidding? That's the only dude that can play that. Brock Lesnar? He's got to be our Kaido, man. But regardless, like I was saying earlier, in regards to, even though we don't have a setting or we don't have anything else, the main reason why I'm so excited for this is because after seeing a few of their interactions, you know, some really just small stuff like Makenyu not tagging Sanji in his in the picture, you know, already starting that rivalry between the two. It's fantastic. I saw Nami addressing Frankie in like the most Nami type of way, like extremely angry and then the happiest face. I was like, yo, that's our Nami, 110%. And Luffy in some of the comments, you know, screaming about food and, you know, so I was like, yo, I like this. Because if this is them truly understanding their characters, the way that, you know, giving us insight into the way that this will possibly go, then I think that they're in good hands. And like I was saying earlier on Twitter last week, whenever this was first released, as long as they handle and they really nail the character interactions and the dynamics within the crew, that is going to be what carries us above and beyond anything else. Regardless of what they end up doing, regardless of how this all ends up looking, as long as they handle that, the interactions within the crew, the dynamics of the crew, the way they speak to one another, as long as they handle that aspect of it right, which is the most important aspect of East Blue Saga, we're going to have a good adaptation in our hands, man. Because as long as that's handled, I feel like that could get us beyond setting looking okay or a story being all right, whatever it is. Like, I'm not saying that's going to be the case, but any type of faults or things that we could have that we wish could be better, the dynamics within the crew and the relationships they have with one another on screen, if that is on point and truly on the same level as the manga and the anime in regards to their interactions with one another, as long as that is nailed, we're good. We're good because everything else can be fixed in later seasons, in post-production, in whatever. But you can't fix on-screen dynamics. That has to be done on-site. It has to be done in pre-planning, pre-production, getting to know each other, getting comfortable with each other, and honestly, maybe even giving them the opportunity to really go off script sometimes, you know, and just truly say how they feel the character would say certain things. You know, gotta give them that freedom, especially if some of these individuals really know their characters. So give them those opportunities to shine, and we could possibly have a really, really awesome adaptation here, man. I think when they launch the first trailer, we're gonna get a pretty good idea as to how everything's gonna look. But for right now, focused on that character casting. I love all of them. All of them, I think, have the potential to be excellent, and in particular, when I look at, like, I saw this one picture of Zoro training, and I was like, yo, that's Zoro. That is 110% Zoro, man, and it's great because the way that each character has been casted reminds me of that one list that Oda made in the SBS where he talked about which nationality each One Piece character would be from if they were in our world. And it's very interesting in the way that that's kind of the way that things have been casted so far. So that has me really excited to see, you know, Robin's casting, Chopper's casting, Frankie's, Brooke, all those are going to be super fun to see, you know, just a Jim Bale, you know, who's going to play all these characters. So exciting stuff down the line. Of course, we're going to have to get past the first season, see if it's a success so that we can, you know, potentially see more stuff down the line. And I really want to cover whenever this is released, I would love to do reactions to these episodes, because of course I've gone through the East Blue Saga more times than like anything, right? Like through the anime, the manga, the specials. I know that's in the back of my hand, man. So watching the adaptation is going to be fun, just seeing what they keep in, what they leave out, what they add. So it's going to be a blast, man. I'm sure we're not going to get this for quite some time, but the fact that we're already starting to see the stepping stones for that, they're being very transparent with us when it comes to this type of stuff, and I firmly believe it's in good hands. So I'm very optimistic towards it right now. I don't really watch live action adaptations like that, but for One Piece, of course, you already know I'm going to. So excited for this one, man. We'll see what's in store, but let me know what you guys think. Let me know what all of you are thinking down in the comments down below. Which castings do you like? Which castings do you dislike? Are you optimistic? Are you pessimistic? You know, and let me know the reasons why in the comments down below. But until next time, I will see y'all. Have an awesome sauce of a day. Excited for this one, man. Super excited to see all of this stuff go down. And like I said, just some perfect castings, you know, across the board for all these characters. When I see, you know, like the amount of respect and passion for the story as I do whenever Emily Rudd posts on her social media pages, it just gets me super excited to see these individuals play their parts. So can't wait to see when that goes down. Like I said, man, if y'all need a Bartolomeo, look no further, son. I'm here, man. I can do it all. I can do it all, son. I just need to spike up the hair, get a little green, I know. I've always wanted to cosplay Zoro anyway, so just get a little lighter tone. We'll be good. We'll be good.